Hi everybody, this is Steve and I'm making this video to teach you the proper way to do the Master Cleanse. You may also know of it as the Lemonade Cleanse. Just a little preface to this. This is just a cleanse, it's for detoxification, and you should always talk to your doctor before changing your diet in any way. So you want to make sure that that's all right with them. So usually starting out, well, let me just give you a little history. I've done the Master Cleanse about 7 or 8 times. And when I look back at the first few times I did the Master Cleanse, I was not getting the results that I wanted, and I just thought, something's wrong, or maybe my body doesn't like this. But I've learned some things. I've had some great teachers, and so I want to share with you what works best, or what I found to work best for me. So it is suggested that before going on the Master Cleanse, that you switch to a vegetarian diet for 3 to 5 days preceding going on the Master Cleanse. Also very important when you're cleansing that you're mentally ready for it, because so much of our culture is based around eating and food and the time that we share with people, and so you just have to make sure you're ready to not go. You're going without food, and you're going without food for 10 days or more. You got to prep yourself, or you're not going to be in the best mood. So be ready for that. There's just a few ingredients involved in the Master Cleanse. Lemons, grade B maple syrup, not grade A, grade B maple syrup. There's really no other acceptable sweeteners other than that. So grade B maple syrup, cayenne pepper, an herbal laxative, and a good clean source of water. So those are the ingredients. I made the mistake one time when I was doing this of buying a case of organic lemons all at once ahead of time, and man, I must have thrown away between 30 and 50 of those because they went bad before I was able to use them all. In fact, some of them arrived bad in the box, so you only want to buy a few days worth of lemons at a time. There are a couple of contraindications to doing a Master Cleanse, and those are for people who have a transplant of any kind, or are on any immunosuppressive drug. The Master Cleanse is not for you. Okay, so just want to make sure you know that. So you're doing 3 to 5 days, if you want to get the most out of it, 3 to 5 days preceding your cleanse, vegetarian diet. And then the night before you start, you're going to take an herbal laxative. And then the next morning, you're going to take an herbal laxative. So here's how you make the lemonade. You take an electric juicer, citrus juicer, and you juice enough lemon to get 2 ounces of juice, and you add that to 2 ounces of grade B maple syrup. And you want to add those together as quickly as possible from the time you get that juice out of the lemon. So you've got this 4 ounces of what I'll call concentrate. You're going to add 8 to 10 to 12 ounces, at least 8 ounces of water to that, and 1/10 of a teaspoon of cayenne. Now I add the cayenne first and then the water, because you want to drink this lemonade as quick as possible from the time you mix the water with it. Okay, very important to drink it, to add the lemon to the maple syrup really quick from the time you make it, and to drink the lemonade really quick from the time that you add the water, to get the maximum benefits from those substances. So you make this lemonade, you drink it. I always chase it with another glass, 8 to 12 ounces, probably 12 ounces of water right after drinking a glass of lemonade. And then basically you make that and you drink one whenever you get hungry. Now for me, that would last, depending on the day, 1 to 2 hours. I was good for 1 to 2 hours depending on what was going on. There's kind of a minimum. You don't want to drink any less than 6 glasses of lemonade in a day, but I would highly recommend drinking probably more like 12, maybe up to even 18, depends on how active you are. Believe it or not, this is not a low-calorie cleanse. There's a lot of calories in this lemonade if you're drinking it how we're describing. So every night when you're going to bed, you're going to take an herbal laxative. Now it's important that the laxative you take does not have any food in it. No garlic, no nutrients like calcium or supplementation. Just needs to be an herbal laxative, and there's a reason for that. So the one that I found that it worked for me, I found at a corner pharmacy that I'm sure that you can find. And it's a quite popular pharmacy, and it's the label is light green, and the first letter in the title is an S. Okay, so I use that. You use that every night and the night before you start. Your goal is to have 3 to 4 bowel movements a day. If you're not getting rid of if you're not having 3 to 4 bowel movements a day, you're just stirring toxins up and you're not getting rid of them. You have to have 3 to 4 bowel movements a day. And if you don't, this can make you feel not good. And that's what I experienced the first 3 times that I did the cleanse. I thought I was doing it right, and lo and behold, I found out I was doing it wrong. So when all else fails, read the directions, follow the instructions, do it how it was designed. Okay, so when you're choosing your lemons, you want to make sure that you get ripe lemons, organic if possible. You can use limes as well, but they can't be the dark green. They need to be ripe. A ripe lime, actually the skin is starting to yellow. You also want to make sure that you don't use Myers lemons. They are not acceptable for the Master Cleanse. So you can buy 3-4 days worth of lemons at a time, and they should last long enough that you won't have to go through throwing a bunch away like I did. I bought a case. I ended up throwing a lot of them away because they were bad by the time that I used them. So anyway, we're going to drink 6 to 12 glasses of lemonade, maybe even more, per day when we're doing the cleanse. You're going to do it's a 2 to 2 ratio. You do 2 ounces of lemon juice, 2 ounces of grade B maple syrup, 1/10 of a teaspoon of cayenne, 8 or more ounces of water, and drink up. You're going to use a citrus juicer to do that. I always follow my lemonade with a glass of 8 to 12 ounces of water, and no supplements during this time, no food of any kind. That is all you're doing, and there's very valid reasons for this. So if you add food, it's not going to work the same. So you have 2 options when mixing your lemonade. You can mix the ingredients and drink it right away, or you can mix a larger batch, like say you have a job and you're at work and you can't fresh squeeze juice every time you need to drink your lemonade. So you make a batch of concentrate, equal parts grade B maple syrup and lemon juice, and then you take 4 ounces of that concentrate, mix your cayenne pepper with that, and then you add your water and you drink it right on the spot. And then you'd keep the rest of the concentrate in like a sealed, airtight, light-proof container if possible. And the only other thing is you want to be making sure that you're drinking enough water. So when you're mixing your lemonade and the water you're drinking in addition, you want to drink about 1 gallon a day, and make sure you're drinking a good, clean source of water. Coming off the cleanse is pretty simple. It's pretty much you do raw orange juice and oranges for a couple days, and I think on day 3 I made vegetable soup, and I just had the broth at lunch. Breakfast was orange juice, broth at lunch, and I think on the 4th day I had orange juice and oranges for breakfast, and then my vegetable soup, the vegetables from the soup I made the day before, and like a light raw salad maybe at dinner. And then the next day it's kind of however you ate before. It's quite an incredible cleanse. You'll be amazed if you do it right, the stuff that you get rid of and how you feel. So I hope this helps. I will make sure to put a link. If you have any questions, you can email me if you have any more specific questions on that. This is Steve, the guy who's interested in wellness, sharing my knowledge with you and my experience, and I have a lot more to share with you. If you'd like to have me sign you up for our tips list, that you can get information in this area, just send me an email at the email that's on the bottom of the screen and say add me to your list, and I'll put you on that. So this is Steve, hoping you have a great cleanse. Good luck, and let me know how it goes. Thank you.